Hi, my name's Gaz, so join me as I try and turn this space into a beautiful cottage garden. Today's video is all about vermiculite. Now there are three main positives to using vermiculite. I'm going to leave the best one till last, and this is the main reason why I'm using it, and I'm using it in this manner. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So just last week we went ahead and we did a few varieties of seeds that I wanted to get going in February. And the one thing I didn't do is I didn't add vermiculite to the application. Now the reason why I didn't, number one, I didn't have it, but number two, it's not something you need to do right away. So there's two different ways you can use vermiculite. So one good way is actually mixing the vermiculite up with your compost, whether it be like a multi-purpose compost or something like a John Innes number 1 or number 2 to get your seeds started. So when you're actually going ahead and mixing it with your compost, you don't want to put any more than 20% ratio into your compost per vermiculite. So number one, it holds moisture. Now the great thing about that is with seeds and cuttings, it kind of regulates the flow of water, so it does create air pockets and it releases moisture when the seedling needs it. Number two, it actually stores the nutrients, so from your compost stores the nutrients and slow releases it for your seedling when it actually needs it. So it's a really clever tool to use. And number three is the main reason why I use it. Number three is, as you top dress it, vermiculite holds like an antibacterial material, so it helps with something called dampening off. Now dampening off is nothing to do with how wet your soil is. Dampening off is all to do with a bacteria that lives in the compost, which is completely harmless to me or you, but it can completely devastate your crop, no matter what that might be, whether it be your flower seed or your veg seed. And this is the reason why I'm top dressing today, and I highly recommend that you do that too.
Vermiculite is a naturally occurring mineral that is mined in many different countries around the world. It gets its name from the Latin vermicular, which means to breed worms.
Oh, I wish I got that then. A robin has just landed literally just above me.
Vermiculite is lightweight, non-toxic and sterile, and does not deteriorate over time. It has a neutral pH. Vermiculite can absorb 3 to 4 times its weight in water and also attracts plant minerals such as potassium, magnesium and calcium. Seeds of all sizes can be sown directly into 100% vermiculite. Alternatively, you can use a 50-50 mix of vermiculite and a seed sowing compost. You can also sow just using a sowing compost, then cover the seed trays with vermiculite like we're doing today. Covering a seed tray with vermiculite helps keep the compost moist and also helps ward off the fungus that causes dampening off. It also helps insulate against any temperature and humidity changes within the greenhouse.
So I went ahead and I sowed some February seeds just last week, and it actually turns out that my dahlias, my dwarf dahlias, have started to come up already. Now this was kind of a three-pronged attack. So one is actually sowing the seeds in the soil, or the multi-purpose compost, or the John Innes. Number two was actually adding some vermiculite shortly afterwards. This will help hold the moisture, release the nutrients, and of course help with that dampening off, so like a bacterial
Shingang, I'm going to pronounce it. Shanga Koawa. I think I pronounced it correctly.
Easy for you to say. A bacterial sort of matter. And the third one is, if we really want to grow like a pro, then we really need to use some kind of grow lights. So I actually use T5s. I haven't used them for a little while, but this isn't in this video today, so make sure you stick around, hit that subscribe button, and one of the up and coming videos will be setting up my T5 system for these particular seedlings that I did. If you haven't checked it out already, please go and check out the February flower seeds, because there's a couple of little hints and tips in there. Hopefully you can get something from it. There we have it. I hope you find this useful. I think this cost me around £11, and as you can see from the whole packet, this is going to last for a couple of years, so it's a really good investment. If you don't buy anything else in aid of your seed propagation for spring, I highly recommend that you buy Vermiculite. There we have it. Thank you very much. If you did enjoy it, then please give it a big thumbs up and drop a comment down below, as it helps share it out to other people who love gardening just like we do. So until next time guys, we'll see you in the garden. Take care.